Fantastic Four, the star all-rounders of the 80s. Part 1. The 1980s was a wonderful decade for the whole globe. Events like Motorola releasing the first mobile phone in the year 1983 and the discovery of the Titanic, to name a few. Along with that, it was an extraordinary year for our beloved sport cricket. Some major events like India and Australia winning the World Cup happened. Botham's Ashes in 1981 and Sri Lanka becoming a test playing nation. This also included the debuts of players like Martin Crowe and the god of cricket Sachin Tendulkar, to name a few. But this was also the decade of all rounders. Many all rounders dominated, but there were four most prominent, which I will be listing and providing a description later on in this video. So, without further ado, let's begin. Note, this is part 1 of the series in which I will be describing two of the players' careers and a glimpse of their overall statistics. In the second part, I will cover the rest too, and in the third part, I will delve deeper into the statistics in various areas for each year of the decade and crowning a winner for that year and lastly the whole decade, who will be the greatest out of all of them. Number 1, Richard Hadley. Sir Richard John Hadley, MBE, was born on the 3rd of July 1951 to Walter Hadley in St Albans, located in Christchurch, New Zealand. He made his first-class debut for Canterbury in the 1971-72 season and Test debut, cap number 123, in 1973. For a few years, he was an inconsistent performer at Test level, but after a breakthrough performance in 1976 against India, where he took 11 wickets to seal the win, guaranteed him a place in the team. At the start of the decade, the Black Caps hosted the West Indies, which were arguably the best cricket team at that time, and won the first Test by a wicket, in which he took 11 wickets and also recorded his first Test century in the second one. He also won the Wisden Cricketer of the Year in 1982. A tour to England in 1983 saw them getting their first win against them on English soil at Headingley, in which his comeback from a duck in the first innings to 89 the next was memorable. He also took his 200th wicket that tour. In the 1985-86 season, when they toured Australia, he took a personal test best with figures of 9 wickets for just 52 runs and also scored a fine half century in the first test. He took his 300th wicket that series too, trapping Australian captain Alan Border LBW. In 1986, he helped New Zealand to a 1-0 series win in England, their first over that country in England. His outstanding personal performance in the second test at Trent Bridge, where he took 10 wickets and scored 68 in New Zealand's first innings, powered his team to victory. In April 1987, when the team toured Sri Lanka, he scored his second Test century in the first Test. However, the tour was cut short due to a civilian bombing by the Tamil Tigers movement. In a home series against India in 1989-80, 19, he took his 400th wicket in the first Test. The scalp was of Sanjay Manjrekar at his home ground of Christchurch. Due to his cricketing career, he was listed in the Queen's Birthday Honours for the year 1990 and appointed a Knight Bachelor. He was awarded this in his last Test series against England shortly before the second Test. He ended his career in the last match of the series, taking a wicket of his final ball of Test cricket and 5 wickets to accompany it. Statistics: Tests, matches played 86, runs 3,124, average 27.16, top score 151 not out, balls bowled 21,918, wickets 431, bowling average 22.29, 5 wickets in an innings 36, 10 wickets in a match 9. Best innings figures 9 for 52. Best match figures 15 for 123. Catches 39. ODIs. Matches played 115. Runs 1751. Average 21.61. Top score 79. Balls bowled 6182. Wickets 158. Bowling average 21.56. 5 wickets in an innings, 5. Number 2, Ian Botham. Ian Terence Botham, OBE, was born on the 24th of November 1955 in Heswall, Cheshire, to Herbert Leslie Botham and Violet Murray. When he was the under 16 captain of the cricket team of Buckler's Mid Comprehensive School located in Yeovil, its stellar performances caught the eye of the youth coach for Somerset County Cricket Club, Bill Andrews, who offered him a contract to play there. 1976 was a significant year for him as he, for the first time, scored 1,000 runs, registered his first class century, and got selected for England in the limited overs format. He made his Test debut at Trent Bridge on the 28th of July 1977 with the third Test against Australia. His promising, his promising start as a Test player resulted in him winning two awards, which were the Young Cricketer of the Year for 1977 and one of the Wisden Cricketers of the Year. He also played for England in the second ODI World Cup in 1979, only to lose to the West Indies in the final. Botham's third overseas tour was to India in February 1980. It was the 50th anniversary of India's entry into Test cricket, and so England played a single commemorative Test at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, then known as Bombay. It turned into a personal triumph for Botham, who became the first player in Test match history to score a century and take 10 wickets in the same match. His highest point as a player came in the 1981 Ashes, termed as the Botham's Ashes. After losing the first two tests, and at the third test in Headingley, England were forced to follow on and looked certain to defeat once again. He hit a match-saving knock of 149 not out and avoided the innings defeat, although they had a precarious lead of just 126. But after taking the first wicket, all changed when bowler Bob Willis took Australia to the cleaners with figures of 8 for 43, and England eventually won the match by 18 runs and became the second team to win after being asked to follow on. Its outstanding form shown in the next two tests, which England won, accompanying with him stellar performances, and he was eventually named man of the series. He was suspended for 63 days by the England Test and County Cricket Board for smoking cannabis. Botham's final tour of Australia was in 1986-87 season under Mike Gatting's captaincy. He played in four tests and England won the Ashes for the last times until 2005. He also scored his final test century in the last test. Botham played in the five 1987 tests against Pakistan, the last time he represented England in a full series. In 1992, he played two tests against Pakistan. The last one, played at Lord's, was his final test. Statistics test. Matches played 102. Runs 5,200. Average 33.54. Top score 208. Balls bowled 21,815. Wickets 383. Bowling average 28.40. 5 wickets in an innings 27. 10 wickets in the match 4. Best innings figures 8 for 34. Best match figures 13 for 106. Catches 120. ODIs. Matches played 116. Runs 2113. Average 23.21. Top score 79. Balls bowled 6271. Wickets 145. Bowling average 28.54. 5 wickets in an innings 0. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do comment down your suggestions and thoughts. Have a good day. Bye.